Hello, dear friends, welcome to our YouTube channel, USA Football Zone, latest football highlights. That was the moment destiny was fulfilled. The greatest player of all time finally conquered the world. We all witnessed it, we all felt it. In Qatar, one man shouldered the immense weight of a nation's expectations with all the tears, the joy, and everything in between. But we must remember, that victory, that ultimate triumph, did not actually begin in 2022, it had been foretold a full decade earlier. It played out on a grand stage, under the dazzling lights, before the eyes of the entire world. The proof that one man could fulfill the hopes of millions and reshape history at will was revealed on a memorable Champions League night. The date was March 7, 2012. The venue was Camp Nou, Barcelona's footballing temple, and the atmosphere was electric. The stage was set for the second leg of the Champions League round of 16. Pep Guardiola's FC Barcelona, the reigning champions and arguably the greatest team of all time, faced the German side Bayer Leverkusen, and the star of that team, a 24-year-old who had already taken the football world by storm, Lionel Messi. By 2012, Messi had already won multiple Ballons d'Or and possessed extraordinary talent. He was the undisputed king of club football. Yet, a question always lingered: could he replicate that success for Argentina? Could he, like the legendary Diego Maradona, single-handedly lead his country to World Cup glory? He faced immense pressure, a burden he would carry for the next decade. But on that one night, against a formidable Bayer Leverkusen side, Messi delivered a performance so extraordinary that the answer became clear. It wasn't merely a football match, it was a spectacle, a perfect example of what it takes to immortalize a player. This is the story of a night where 5 goals did more than just break records, they offered a glimpse into the future. Barcelona held a 3-1 lead from the first leg, but this was a team that refused to rest on its laurels. The match began with Barcelona's signature, mesmerizing ball control. Just as their coach Robin Dutt had predicted, Leverkusen barely got a touch of the ball. They attempted to maintain a high defensive line, a fatal error when facing one of football's greatest minds. Then, in the 25th minute, the game truly came alive. Xavi, the team's orchestrator, delivered a magnificent, pinpoint pass from his own half. Sailing over the German defense, Messi made a run that narrowly beat the offside trap and surged forward alone, as goalkeeper Bernd Leno rushed out. The question arose: what would Messi do? A powerful drive, a precision shot. For Messi, the moment was a canvas. He gently lifted the ball with his left foot, sending a delicate, perfect lob over the goalkeeper's hands and into the net. It was an exquisite display of skill. Yet, it wasn't merely about skill, it was about his extraordinary composure, his ability to remain utterly calm amidst the storm. It was about finding a solution no one else could see and executing it flawlessly. This was more than just a goal, it was a shining example of the poise and courage needed to triumph on the grandest stage, the very kind of courage required in a World Cup final penalty shootout. If the first goal was a work of art, the second was a stunning display of power. Just before halftime, in the 42nd minute, the ball found Messi again, this time delivered by his teammate Andres Iniesta. He received the ball just outside the box, and for a moment, it seemed the Leverkusen defense was ready. But what use is an organized defense in the face of sheer chaos? Messi began to dribble, weaving across the penalty area from right to left. It looked as though the ball were tethered to his left foot by a string. He feinted to shoot not once, but twice, leaving the defenders bewildered and disoriented. They knew exactly what Messi was attempting, yet they were utterly helpless to stop him. Creating just a sliver of space for himself, he executed a move he had performed 1,000 times before, yet one that never loses its magic. He effortlessly curled the ball into the far corner like a guided missile, turning a difficult chance into something incredibly simple. It was a classic Messi goal. It was the perfect example of a one-man show, precisely the kind of savior Argentina needed during those tense World Cup moments when game plans fail and you simply look for a hero. Victory was sealed just 4 minutes into the second half. Cesc Fabregas played another through ball, and Messi surged past the high defensive line. Goalkeeper Bernd Leno, who must have felt like he was living a nightmare by then, rushed off his line. He had seen Messi's extraordinary chip shots before. This time, he surely expected something different, and that is exactly what he got. As Leno advanced, Messi, without breaking stride, unleashed a different kind of magic. It was another chip, but this one was even more astonishing. From a tight angle, He struck the ball with his right foot, considered his weaker foot, with such precision and power that it sailed over the goalkeeper's head and into the far corner. It went in. This was yet another hat-trick for him this season, adding to a tally that already included several others. The crowd at Camp Nou wasn't just cheering, they were chanting his name almost reverently. This goal was different. It wasn't just about skill, it was about predatory instinct. It was the ruthless, clinical precision of a finisher at the peak of his powers. It sent a clear message: give me any chance, and the ball will end up in the back of the net. When the fate of a World Cup hangs on a single moment, it is precisely this kind of killer instinct that plays the decisive role. That's why we love this game, isn't it? It's not just about winning, it's about witnessing moments of greatness and unparalleled brilliance. If you love learning about the moments that changed football history, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. We have plenty more to share with you about such spectacular performances. By then, the match was effectively over. Barcelona was cruising toward victory, but Messi, he wasn't done yet. He was on the verge of becoming the first player to score 4 goals in a Champions League match on 2 separate occasions. The 4th goal, scored in the 58th minute, might not have been as aesthetically pleasing as the others, but it was arguably the most important. A cross came into the box, and under immense pressure, goalkeeper Bernd Leno failed to secure it cleanly. For a split second, the ball slipped from his grasp. But one player reacted faster than anyone else as the ball dropped between the keeper's legs. Messi pounced. He brought the ball under control with his first touch and, with his second, beat the frustrated goalkeeper to find the back of the net. This goal wasn't a display of dazzling flair, it was a testament to sheer determination. It revealed an insatiable hunger, a resolve never to give up during a match, and a determination to capitalize on any mistake. It was a powerful and crucial goal from a true winner. It was a glimpse of the very courage he would need in a tough knockout match against the Netherlands in Qatar, where, even as his body succumbed to exhaustion, he fought for every ball. This was the spirit of a champion. Camp Nou was electric with excitement. Their hero had equaled the record. But there was still another chapter to the story. With 6 minutes remaining, history was made. Receiving a pass at the edge of the box, Messi controlled the ball with a single touch and, displaying extraordinary skill, curled it into the corner of the net with his left foot. 5 goals. It was the first time 5 goals had been scored in a single UEFA Champions League match. The entire stadium wasn't just standing and applauding, they were witnessing a special, unforgettable moment. His teammates watched in awe. Even Pep Guardiola, who had seen it all, simply smiled and shook his head. As Leverkusen coach Robin Dutt put it, Barca are the best team without Messi, but with him, they become a team from another planet. On Twitter, Wayne Rooney hailed him as the greatest player of all time, while Radamel Falcao wondered if he was playing a PlayStation game. This 5th goal was the ultimate testament to his greatness. It was an effortless feat, a fitting tribute to his magnificent performance. It was more than just a record, it was a statement. It was the night a man proved he could single-handedly defeat any opponent on the world's biggest stage. On that night in 2012, we saw it all: the uncanny composure of his chip shot, his extraordinary ability to score through solo runs, the pinpoint accuracy of his hat-trick, the indomitable spirit behind his 4th goal, and the effortless artistry of his record-breaking 5th. In the years that followed, Messi and Argentina would suffer many heartbreaking defeats. A painful defeat in the 2014 World Cup final. Repeated losses in Copa America finals. Speculation mounted that perhaps he would never achieve glory for his country. Yet, that night against Leverkusen stood as enduring proof of what was possible, the ultimate testament to his immense prowess. Then came Qatar 2022, a different Messi, older and more experienced, yet still burning with that same inner fire. Look closely, and in every pivotal moment, you could glimpse echoes of 2012, the composure to convert crucial penalties under immense pressure, the extraordinary ability to conjure a goal out of nothing against Mexico, the precision of his strike in the final against France, and an indomitable spirit that refused to yield. The prophecy made on that magical night in Barcelona finally came true. He conquered the world using the very same qualities he had once displayed to dismantle Bayer Leverkusen. That 2012 performance was more than just a historic match, it was definitive proof a decade in advance that this player was destined to win football's greatest prize and claim his throne as the greatest of all time.